Scream 7. I just watched it in the cinemas. I think a couple days ago, maybe four or 5 days ago, and here are my honest thoughts. Man, the amount of nostalgia that came out of that movie was immaculate, like genuinely, because everybody that has seen the 7th movie most likely have seen the first one, and the first one, come on, this is my opinion, but nothing can beat the first one. All right, and don't mind my voice. I'm a bit crook at the moment, so it's gonna sound a little bad. But hey, don't worry about that. Forget about it. So back to Scream 7. If you saw the movie, you'd know in that first scene especially the duality between the first one and the 7th one. God damn, that first scene where Isabel May, Sidney Prescott's daughter, what's her name? The character that Isabel May plays. My God, that first scene where the boyfriend comes into the house through the window. Wow. And then Sidney Prescott has the freaking guts to come in there and be like, "You can't do this, bro. You can't do this, even though I did it like 30 years ago. Just don't do it." But I mean, I understand, right? Because, you know, she lost like everyone. So it's fair. Like, she has the right to say that. But that whole, and come on, the main reason people watch Scream 7 is for Stu Marker, right? Come on, Matthew Lillard. We were waiting for his return, and we were blessed with his return until we realized he was AI. Bruh. Why was he AI? I don't know. But I guess it's symbolism to today's society and how AI is like taking over, right? So I respect Kevin Williamson for putting that in, I guess. But I was just so mad in the end when I just realized he was fake. He was fake. But it was nice seeing him on the screen. And what was with all the scars? Can someone tell me in the comments? Because I didn't. Oh my goodness! I realized the TV. It's the TV. The TV that killed Stu Marker. Don't mind me. That was a dumb moment. I forgot. The TV got all the scars. That wouldn't even really make sense, but okay. Anyway, Kevin Williamson. He directed the first couple movies, and I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see 4, 5, and 6. That's my bad. But first, second, and third. Here's the thing. It got. I don't want to be a hater, but it got worse over time. The first one, OG. I rated it, I think, like an 8 out of 10 on IMDB. But in terms of like the horror genre, even though it's not horror, right? It's not really that scary. Unless, I'm sorry if you found it scary, but there's a couple jump scares here and there. But it's meant to be like kind of not horror based, more comedic horror. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I rated Scream 7 a 7 on IMDb. But in terms of the horror genre, I would even put it a near 9. The first one like a 9.5, because that first one is so peak. It's so peak. It's insane. Like the character, the cast is like all in their prime. Bro, Billy Loomis, Stu Marker. Oh my goodness. Like everybody, bro. Like Sidney Prescott and Dewey. Oh my God. And then he had to die off, but it is what it is. They just kill off everyone except the reporter played by Courtney Cox, who stayed alive from 1 to 7. How? The reporter, I mean, she's badass, okay? She's badass. But the fact that she stayed alive is crazy. Like, it's Sydney and her. Sydney and her. Bro. I forgot her name again. Damn it. What's her name? Reporter. Played by Courtney Cox. It'll come. But those two's friendship, especially in the end, when they were like, "Yes, I trust you," and you know that whole camaraderie between them, because they hated each other in the first movie because of what she did, blaming her mother being a all that. I'm not gonna go into all that, but the fact that they actually became friends later on, I gotta respect it. I like the storyline of how they did that. And the ending, if we're gonna talk about the ending, I was not very pleased with the killer's reveal. Okay, I'm sorry, yes, boo me if you want. But Kevin Williamson, bro. You just couldn't make Stu Marker the killer? Why can't you bring him back? Everybody wanted him back. Literally the whole theater. I was sitting there, I was like, bruh. It got revealed that he was AI. And the killers, like the neighbor girl, and then the like the head of the psychiatric hospital. Those two were the killers. And I was just like, huh, well, okay, I guess, right? And yeah, I didn't have much of a reaction to that. I was like, okay, it is what it is. It was still a good movie, but the reveal was a bit anticlimactic, right? That's all I can say. But especially Sidney Prescott's husband in the movie, he survived the entire thing. He got destroyed by Ghostface and somehow stayed alive in the end. Like, he has so much aura for that. And yeah, Isabel May's character, she ended up becoming like Sidney, because that was basically that was like the main struggle in her, right? Because she was being seen as Sidney Prescott's daughter and she wasn't living up to it. But then in the end, she definitely lived up to it by that shooting when she shot the Ghostface girl right in the head, boom, and she was gone. But damn, that was whack, and that was crazy. And like the mother-daughter bond in that definitely got a bit better. Because imagine your mom was Sidney Prescott, right? And you're just asking her question and she's like, nope, I'm not answering. Nope, just get out. Just get out. You have the most interesting person to talk to. They're just like, no thanks. And the movie was a success. And I hope they do an Ace movie. And please bring him back. Bring him back. Like, actually bring Stu Macher back. That's what everybody wants. Billy Loomis, I know he came back in a couple other movies, but still, it's not the same. It's not the same because Stu's character was just Stu, bro. Matthew played him insanely well. And I watched a podcast on him and how he was saying that some of his lines were like literally just made up on the spot. He was just free rolling everything. And especially when he was like, oh, my mom and dad are gonna kill me. That's one of my favorite lines in the first movie, right? And the fact that was made up on the spot. Peak cinema. Jesus. Some of these actors, they're just too skilled, right? So all my props to Matthew Lillard. He did it well. And obviously the main girl of the movie series, right? Sidney Prescott. Nev Campbell did an amazing job once more. And I liked how her being a mother actually affected the whole thing, because that was like the main thing, right? Her reaction to when her daughter gets basically, attacked and stuff, because the Ghostface was going after the daughter, which is way worse than going after Sidney, because Sidney's already used to it. After 7 movies, if she wasn't used to it, I would have been like, bruh. Oh yeah, in the end, I gave Scream 7 a 7 on IMDb, right? And I would say that's good. In my terms, a 5 is like, I wouldn't watch again, but it was good. It was like, all right. 6 is like, yeah, if it's on TV, I might watch through it. 7 is very just bang average. It's, it's good. Like, it's staple. It's good. 8 is like good, like really good. I would definitely watch again. I would recommend it. I would recommend 8, 9, and 10s to my friends. Definitely. And then a 9 is peak. Like a 9. What did I rate a 9? I rated Friends a 9. What movie did I rate a 9? Shawshank Redemption, I rated an 8. Sorry. It's a 9.3 on IMDb, but I rated it an 8, which is still really good. But it was just like, it was peak, but it wasn't peak cinema for me. And something that I've rated 10, for example, is Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King and The Fellowship. Like, come on, that's goated. You can't even lie. That is peak cinema, in my opinion. And Game of Thrones, I've rated a 10 out of 10 on IMDb. And if you haven't already, sign up to IMDb. It's free and it's fun. It keeps you active. It shows you can put stuff on your watch list. You can rate them, and then you can actually just go back later in life, or I don't know, a year later, and see what movies you rated. And it's nice, right? It's fun. It's fun. It's either that or Letterboxd, and Letterboxd was just not my thing. I went on it and I was just like, I don't like the look of this. So yeah, IMDb is now my top app, basically, and I love it. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, right? This was not meant to be a criticism or anything like that. I just wanted to share my thoughts, and in no way am I trying to make my thoughts your thoughts. So you guys can You have the freedom to think whatever you want. I'm not hating on any movie, right? Unless it's like extremely bad. But my taste is normally very easy. And I think bad movies are good movies. Yeah. Thanks for watching my Scream 7 honest review and rating. So I'll see you guys another day. Peace out.